Hello everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Coach Karate Studio Promotions. For your information, the two students testing for black belt are required to know everything they have learned from the day one. They spent 3 days pre-testing and they are definitely passed on the pre-test. In the interest of time today, they will perform a small amount of their total knowledge. I'd like all the martial arts guests to stand and introduce themselves with information. We'll start with one at a time. Just talk about the martial arts standing, where they're from. Okay, first one. Go ahead, yes sir.
Jose Bob Delacino, Coach Karate Studio, Fallon, Nevada. One of the best GMs, first black belts way back in the day. Some of my students from Fallon, she's down to visit. Pleasure to be here. Yeah, sir.
Me? Sorry. Robert Fitzness. Been doing martial arts for like 10 years now. Pacifica martial arts stuff. Senior Grandmaster, Bob Mashmeyer student.
I'm Rita Wolper, second degree black belt under Dave Bendicai, a new Grandmaster at Coach Karate Studio 1.
Greg Talley, Coach Karate, been here 35 years.
Sifu Longstone, one of Dave Prez's black belts, first degree. Started off with Grandmaster at Karate Studio in Topeka Square, maybe about 20 years ago. Long time.
Dave Perez, under Senior Grandmaster, we won't say how many years.
Rob Danjani, I'm the Senior Grandmaster, also representing Shorty Club.
Hi, I'm Professor Joey Bautista, Cahill's Judo and Jiu-Jitsu, and I've known Bob for 1 or 2 years, so long time. He was one of the first people that actually first came up and said, "What's this stuff with the joint locks and everything?" So I had the privilege of actually showing him a lot of that stuff, and I do come out every so often to help out and see people during their promotions, like Connor's last one. So it's good to be here.
Hodge, I did a bunch of different things. Most notably, I was a Professor Wally J. student at his studio, not a seminar student, for 25 years. And when he retired, I stuck with Lee Eichelberger, his senior student, for another 12 years. And I have a bunch of titles and stuff, and Monty, spin sitting, massage. I've also spent a couple of years with Eddie Solis and Coach Kimbo, so I have no rank in it. Thank you.
Let's say it was, I think you did it. All right, let's say it's 53 other Grandmaster Bob Mashmeyer, still doing karate with better legs and all that kind of stuff at the car accident. And I'm really privileged to be here to see all my beautiful people, man. You guys are beautiful, man. This is my family. So thank you, Grandmaster, for having me here, and thank you for having me be part of your promotion.
Ken Crotch, sir. Taekwondo, I've been doing martial arts since 1959 when I first started. Sir, I've known Senior Grandmaster way too long.
Hi all, welcome to our school. This is my home school. My name is Professor Jen. I'm second degree black belt under Clovis Silva. I run the women's jiu-jitsu program here, so little shout out to all you ladies, come and join us. I'm just here to support all you guys, invited by Grandmaster Bob, Senior Grandmaster. Fantastic. Thanks. Happy to be here, guys.
Paul Bridland, Coach Karate Studios under Dave Bendicai and Senior Grandmaster Bob Mashmeyer. Glad to be here supporting our fellow Kaji Kempo team right here.
Mike Campbell, Okinawa Karate, Shaolin Temple Karate, and a proud third degree black belt under Senior Grandmaster Ben Campbell.
My name is Shoni Chen. I'm a longtime private student of Senior Grandmaster.
Sure.
Oh, okay. So besides the Kaji Kempo under Senior Grandmaster, I also represent Chole Flat, Eskrima, and Penjac Sima under the Kulu Kata.
Mark Mulfing, student of Senior Grandmaster Bob Maschmeyer, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Christian Stone, Coach Karate Studio San Mateo, and instructor is Dave Brett.
Okay, Kaji Kempo's children are here today. A lot of my Kaji Kempo children are here today. This is okay, so I'll go, so we also, oh, also, okay, I'll write that already. So we're set. Yes, sir.
Excuse me,
Yes, sir.
Garrett, introduce yourself.
Sorry, okay. Real quick, my name is Jared Deaver. I'm a professor at 8th degree black belt under, I know, sounds like an old man's name, right? I'm older than you think. I've been training as a Senior Grandmaster for about 37 years, and under my father, Gary Deaver, Grandmaster Gary Deaver, under the Kaji Kempo system here, I've done some numerous other martial arts and things of that nature. I was a police officer for 10 years, taught defensive tactics and impact weapons, things like that. But my love has always been Kaji Kempo. This has always been my home, and my goal is not to necessarily go out and grab things and bring them in, like we're encouraged to, but it's to take my foundation of Kaji Kempo and make it better and more effective as much as I possibly can, and just better Kaji Kempo as a system. Other than that, I'm here to help out these guys. I just got thrown out here to say, hey, let's run this promotion. So I may be ad-libbing a few things here and there, but hopefully I can speak eloquently enough to make that make sense. And they'll understand me more importantly than anybody else, I think. Yes, yeah. All right, good job. Okay.
I'm Clark Darris, second degree black belt under Senior Grandmaster. Been doing it great since for about 15 years now, or more than that. Jeez, 20. He's young, I'm getting old. Okay, and I want to continue in my best, I'm getting more knowledge, and the more I meet some of you, the more I learn. So it's all good because we all teach each other the things that we don't. We keep our blind spots all covered by each other's knowledge. And that's what I like about this art. Sir.
For those of you that don't know him, his name is Will Braccanelli. Martial arts training originally began in 1995. His son Tony, 6 years old at the time, started doing Ninja Turtles, which was a program started by Senior Grandmaster Bob for young kids, which I had the pleasure of teaching after school. On the last day of class, one of the parents had to get on the mat to do exercises with their kids. Sigang was, as he was known back then, asked me when I was going to start. I replied, when I get in better shape. He said, start now and I would get you into shape. We trained for 5 or 6 years attaining our green belt. Fast forward 20 years, and Greg Battaglia and Bob Ringland got me to back into training. It's been a long journey and I'm so glad to finally be getting that one. Hello, my name is Joseph Labarba. I started doing Kaji Kempo around 7 years ago. I had always had a fascination with martial arts since I was a kid and wanted to learn, but never really got into it. I had met Mike Campbell, who was my neighbor at the time, and he mentioned that he was helping teach some students with Kaji Kempo and that I should stop by and check it out. After a few months, I made my way down to the dojo where they were training at the time and watched. It took me a couple more months to commit to coming to class on a regular basis, but since then I haven't stopped taking a break, and I'm glad I did. This is Stephen Baldessari. He began studying Kaji Kempo in March 2022, or March of this year. He's going for his yellow belt today. He started in March of this year after seeing the Coast Karate members practicing at the Pack Gym down the street. This group of people are so genuinely welcoming, respectful of one another, and willing to share their knowledge of this martial arts style. I appreciate how practical the Kaji Kempo style is for everybody, for everyday self-defense, and training with and studying with them has reinvigorated my martial arts development. I have only been with them for a short time, but I feel honored to be a part of this Kaji Kempo family and a part of all the devotees, and I look forward to training with them well into the future. This is Stephen. We all started here. Yes.
All set? Just so everybody knows, I'm a little bit more informal than what a lot of you may be used to or what the audience may be used to, so a lot of people just kind of call me coach and stuff like that. It's really easy and real relaxed. I like to have fun, enjoy my training. First thing I want to do is pay a couple respects to Mike Campbell, Bob Elisino. I grew up around these guys. I was like their weapons caddy when they were being promoted, stuff like that. And I tried to emulate these guys growing up, so I appreciate seeing them again. Glad to see you guys. Love you. I'll get into the emotional stuff later. Anyway, I'm going to let these guys start, do their thing. You guys are using each other's partners, correct? Okay. So everybody should understand, especially in the audience, that these guys have a ton of information and a ton of skills and a ton of different techniques and different causes and all kinds of stuff. This is going to be a minor portion of what they know, and they're going to demonstrate that stuff to the best of their ability. Okay? What we see as instructors is we see them throughout the years grow in their training and their skill levels and everything else, and we understand and believe that they can effectively defend themselves. Okay? This is a demonstration of that knowledge. That makes sense? We understand that okay? Good. All right. So that's what's happening. We got a few traditional things going on, and we have some self-defense techniques, some katas, some weaponry, different things like that. And you'll get to see all that throughout the night. Hopefully, in the interest of time, we'll get this going and moving, and I won't talk too much. Okay? All right, gentlemen. We have Joe and Will today. Come on up, please. I think what we'll do is we will do the coat of arms in position C together. Okay. Copy that? Okay. Whenever you're ready, gentlemen.
Mind, concentration, discipline, knowledge, body, physical fitness, proficiency, self-defense, spirit, attitude, dedication, self-control.
Good enough. Up to position, please. Yes. Position C, gentlemen. Okay. Moving on to position D with a partner. So you guys pick who goes first.
We held our best.
Go, extra break there. Good deal. Nice work, guys. Okay, so the first portion was a demonstration of the feed techniques that they have there. Something that is traditional to Clash Campbell. Talks about foot movements, self-defense techniques as far as blocking, counter-striking, takedowns, and things like that. And it's in a linear fashion where it starts with just the foot movements, moves into the blocking, moves into the striking, everything else, right? This is only, again, a portion of what these guys have. So the next portion is going to be some solo stuff where they come up by themselves and do picadas or piñas, right? They have a certain number of these things that they learn, and it looks like they're going to do 4 or 5? 5 of them. So all right, then? Yeah, 5. Okay. Who wants to go first? Yeah, so good, ready? Go first.
What's that? Senior Grandmaster wants me to tell you my age. I'm 58 and a half years old. So we get winded a little easier these days. So forgive us.
Bad excuse.
Oh, yeah. I'm Joseph LaRago. I'm 52. I think I'm 20, but and I train like I'm 20, but I'm 52. And I'm trying to slow it down a little bit so we don't get hurt.
All right. What's that?
8.5. Yeah, that would be 59 in December.
All right.
Senior Grandmaster wants everyone to know in December he will be 80.
Oh.
December 7th.
I'm the 7th, he's the 8th. We're close. First pinion I will be performing with pinion 3.
Got another one, you will? Yes. All right. I'm gonna try to let these guys trade off 2 at a time.
Next pinion will be pinion 7.
Nice, well, I'll see you. Two and 5.
Get the merge out of it, so.
Nice work, John. See?
We're starting.
Pinion 6. Continue on 10. Here is a requirement to help myself.
Okay, Will's back to the ring.
Ready to roll.
Switching up my pinion. I'm going pinion 1. I think I know that one by heart.
Improvise and adapt.
Black belt requirement by Sal.
Okay, that concludes the pinion or kata portion. Understand too that by him reverting to a more known pinion, right, that shows me as the instructor and the moderator here that he, under physiological stress, can still perform. Does that make sense? When your body gets adrenalized or you're in a combat situation or you're fighting or you're performing in front of a bunch of people, a lot of things can happen. You can lose fine motor skills, you can get tunnel vision, you can have auditory exclusion, you have slow motion time, all kinds of crazy stuff. Some military guys might understand that stuff and have been there and done that, right? So reverting back to a more junior pinion that this guy's done a million times, if he can nail that under that physiological stress, then that tells me that he can still perform under physiological stress, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Some of the reasons pinion one, let's do that. Boom, nailed it, no problem, okay? Then he was able to nail the black belt requirement after that. So I'm looking for that in my students as well. During their promotions, I don't care if it's a formal promotion or not, if this is a demonstration, I still want to see that they can defend themselves and effectively perform under stress. Period. Okay, so okay, is the water good? Yeah. Grab a little water. We're going to move on to the self-defense portion, which is a combination of defenses against punches, grabs, some weapon defenses, different things like that, and there's also some black belt requirements mixed in here. This will be kind of the longest portion of it. They will use each other for partners, correct? Yes. Okay. So that being the case, we're going to move a little quicker to get through this. But I did tell them to make sure they show us effectiveness in self-defense, make sure they show us effective striking, take your time, do not stop, carry on, get through it. Okay. Whenever you gentlemen are ready. Right here. Okay, so who wants to go first? Joe, you guys want all Joe, punching attack number 6. Will, punching attack number 2. Joe, punching attack number 11. Will, punching attack number 8. Okay, we're moving on to the black belt requirements, 13, 14, and 15. Punching attack 13, 14, and 15. And if we can pull this off, we'll do this back to back. Okay, go. Time. Move them up. Better view.
We don't want to get blood on anybody.
13, 14, 15. Okay, Will, your turn. 13, 14, and 15. Punching attack 13, 14, and 15. Nice work, guys. All right, moving on. We're gonna move on to a few more techniques, get you guys a little bit more here. Again, having them alternate, right, is a way of kind of helping this to a certain extent, right? You get time to think, you get time to breathe. But then if you add on those other 3 techniques again back to back, you'll see the physiological effects actually happen right in front of you, right? They'll tighten up a little bit, they'll get a little tired, stuff like that. When we see them push through that, that's what we're for. Good, I'll go first again. Okay, front grab attacks. Joe, number 3 and number 6. Start with 3. Will, front grab number 5. painful, isn't it? Joe, front grab number, as it should. Let me just fill that out. Front grab number 6. Will, front grab number 12. Get a little slower that time. When we get the payback. Yeah. When it hits you hard, you gotta hit him hard, right? That's the idea. Always payback.
That's the way we turn.
That's it. All right, so on the requirements. Front grabs, 13, 14, 15. Fight this thing! Fight! Fine, well, you're up. Front grabs, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, a little more self-defense. We're moving on to back grabs and club attacks. Well, why don't you go first this time? We'll get you on the back end for that long session. Alright, we'll take that, right? Okay, so, Will, back grab number 10.
10. Sorry.
Joe, back grab number 5. That was a good sign when the audience members cringe a little bit. Will, back grab number 12. Let's see, Joe, we got, right?
Okay, one more.
We got one more? Okay, 8. All right, Will. 13, 14, and 15. Back around 13, 14, 15. That's good. All three. Good, good. 14, 15, 14.
See you, friend, mate.
You're welcome.
Oh, switch?
Nope.
No.
15, yeah.
Okay.
Drill. 13, 14, 15. Will, full attacks. 5 and 6. 2 back to back. 5 and 6. Zone number 6. Transfer weapon. Transfer weapon. Okay. Joe, pick it up. Roll, let's do 13, 14, 15. Roll off the computer 15. Hold on to that club, Will. Okay, Joe. Club taps. 4 and 10. 4 and 10. Okay, Joe, club taps. 13, 14, 15. Nice shot, Joe, nice shot. Last club tap, Joe, 15. Take your club, take a break. Good job, guys. There, switch it right up. Number 6. Here we go. We can hear the contact, we know there's contact.
I'll let you know, trust me.
They'll get smarter. Right?
So they gave us 2 hands.
That's right. That's what it's doing. Okay, so just on a side note, you're seeing a lot of different techniques from these gentlemen. A lot of them will look similar to you. They're standing in a similar fashion. They're from the front, from the back, from the side, with the club, with the knife, things like that. However, the techniques differ in their striking and their blocking, their takedowns, different routines like that. The reason we do that is we want to give them as many options as possible in a self-defense situation. So we give as much information to them as we possibly can. We let them kind of pick and choose what works for them, what's effective for them, their body types, and things like that, their age, their abilities, all that other stuff. So you'll see a lot of times these guys aren't doing big jumping, spinning kicks or anything like that or whatever else, right? The reason is they may not have that ability at their age, maybe they don't want to, right? Maybe they just don't stretch that much, okay? Whatever the case may be. So what we want to do is see them effectively defend themselves as best as they possibly can for their own body type and their own skill levels, their own strengths. We don't want to have them try to do something that's impossible for them physically to do, right? And we pretend like that's going to defend them against them. So, the goal is to keep it practical possible. Thank you. I keep getting clapped at. It's weird. Walk in here.
You're talking about us old people.
That's what it is. Shut up. Anyway, you know, when I was younger, right, all of us, we did the splits, we did the spin kicks, we did the tree climbs, all this crazy stuff, right? I can't do that anymore, right? I can potentially, but it could hurt me, it could injure me, it's not as effective, right? So now I keep my kicks a little bit lower, things like that. So I improvise over the years, I adjust over the years, right? I am 45 years old, I'm old man, I'm pretty old. So I will adjust that stuff over the years, and you'll see these guys do the same thing. They won't be kicking too high or crazy like that, because we've worked with them to do what's effective for their body and their skill. All right, guys, ready? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Grandmaster wanted me to let you guys know that I'm a retired police officer. I retired in 2016 with a back injury. During my time there, I was in West County, so I was at Richmond Police Department, Monroe Police Department. I was a defensive tactics instructor, and impact weapon instructor, also use of force instructor, things of that nature. So I'll always throw this out there to you guys. If you have any questions about martial arts in the law, self-defense in the law, feel free to come to me and talk to me. Like, you'll see these guys hitting people with clubs and stuff. I cringe a little bit when I see that. I'm like, oh, I probably should. If that's on, you know. So there's all these different things that kind of come into play when it comes to self-defense and self-defense laws for civilians versus, you know, the diplomatic immunity of a police officer or stuff like that. Are any of the police officers here? Former police officers in there? Okay. Anyway, let's hope I'm not talking about that. I retired with a back injury in 2016, so I still have some knowledge of this because I was an instructor in the academy after that for 4 or 5 years. So if you guys have any questions about that stuff, let me know. Oh, and I had very, very long hair. Yeah, long hair. It was like down to my waist. I thought I was a rock star for a few years. It didn't work out. So here I am. There you go. Still doing it, right? Still doing it. Yeah, I'm like crazy heavy metal there. It's all fun. Anyway, some guys like country, whatever. Anyway, Senator, gentlemen. Here we go. Yeah, he likes to have me put out all this awesome information about myself. And I'm obligated to do so. Yeah, you got 30 rolls? Yeah, okay. Rolls it in. So we've got 2 of those each, which is amazing. Joe, you've got 6 and 8, right?
Yeah, we negotiated that.
Yeah, I like that. All right. A couple more covers, right? Change some rolls for it. All right, so Joe, you got 6 and 8. Will, you have 7 and 9. Push forward, Joe. You have rolls 6 and 8.
Yeah, actually,
You gonna do 9? Okay, yeah. Is that why I circled 20 on your?
Yes.
All right. 6 and 9.
this one's.
Okay, I'm gonna push them through a little bit harder here, get through some of this stuff before we get Steve back out here. Moving us for weapons, we got some nice techniques here. Looks like both of you are doing 6, 7, 8, and 10. 6, 7, 8, and 10. These gentlemen will just alternate instead of transferring the weapon. Seven for Will.
Let's do ourselves, because I'm on my face.
What was not blood? One was not blood. Okay. Don't bleed on the neck.
That's a good excuse. That was when we got the What are we at?
10 seconds. I'm thinking maybe another 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes. You guys can bear with us. We have a few more self-defense techniques, and we're going to do some bow staff stuff, and that's it. Okay, gentlemen, you ready? 1 through 5, standing. Getting up slower each time.
As slow as you need to, it's fine.
That's fine too.
Once you
Sit
start
down
getting
for a
back to
minute.
I told them, do not jam these into your mats. Okay, 100%. Don't touch the mats with a stick. They won't. Just teasing you. We'll choke me.
Try not to send them into the crowd here.
That's it. That's it. Okay. So this portion of it is weapons portion. We utilize the bow staff here at Kashi Kimball, and we, in the interest of time, are going to skip some of the formalities. We're going to go straight to the kata. So each one of these gentlemen will do a bow staff kata, and then we're going to do 2 bow staff self-defense techniques. Who wants to go first? Joe. There it is. All right. First fight. I like it. Okay, gentlemen, when you're ready, we have bow staff self-defense number 1 and 2 for Joe, bow staff self-defense number 1 and 2 as well for Will. Whenever you're ready. Yourself have a good part.
Yeah. We tried to be playing a row, but we ended up on there anyway.
job, Joe.
All right.
You're gonna be sore tomorrow. For right now.
But, senior master, please.
Third. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome.
Very good.
Got it, Clark.
All right.
Awesome, dude, awesome.
Says pizza. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the most of our we got pizza out back. We're gonna hang out for a little bit